Today we are doing a pan-seared chicken with creamy spinach garlic fettuccine. Let's get started. We will begin by preparing our chicken thighs. Let's remove the excess skin and excess fat for a clean, tidy protein. Now we have about 10 garlic cloves. Let's mince these so they are finely chopped. Now, let's chop finely our parsley. And then let's roughly chop about 3 cups of spinach. Now let's dice 1 Roma tomato. And finally, let's julienne 1/2 of a white onion. We've placed our pan on heat. We're going to add some olive oil and butter. We've salt and peppered the skin side of the chicken thigh. We're going to dredge both sides in flour and put the skin side down. And we'll repeat the process for each chicken that we have. In this case, it is 6. We will leave them on the skin side until the skin side becomes a nice golden brown. You can see here that I'm using a paper towel to remove some oil. We want these to sear, not boil. And with too much oil, we're going to get more of a boil than a sear, so we're going to remove some excess. The skin side is now a good golden brown. We're going to turn these now and allow them to cook for a couple minutes on the other side. Now we'll repeat the process for the remainder of the chicken thighs. We're also topping the chicken thighs with some chopped rosemary and some of the minced garlic along with some additional olive oil. And then we're going to put them in the oven in a casserole dish to finish the interior temperature. Now we're going to continue working on our sauce by placing the julienned onions into the pan. We want to use a spatula to remove all the brown bits from the pan to keep it from sticking and get the flavor back incorporated into what will become our sauce. The onions are nearly cooked, so we are going to add our minced garlic into the pan now. And in addition, about 2 tablespoons of butter. Mix and incorporate. And allow that to cook. We're going to add some flour here to make somewhat of a roux. Now let's add in our diced tomatoes. Now let's add about 1/2 cup of white cooking wine. And we're going to let that reduce for a few minutes. Now it's time to add our chopped spinach. Get that incorporated into the sauce we've started, and let that cook just a bit. Now that the spinach is cooked down, we're going to add 2 cups of chicken stock. Let's sprinkle in a little more flour to thicken the sauce. Make sure to get that flour well incorporated. You don't want lumps of flour in your sauce. Now let's do a quick taste test to see where we're at. I do believe that this needed some salt, so we're adding some salt and some pepper here. Now we're sprinkling some rosemary and incorporating. Another taste test. Now we're adding in 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. And we want to very quickly stir this in, otherwise it will congeal and break. Now we're adding in some chopped parsley. And now we're adding in some red pepper flakes for a little added heat. One more taste test. And I've decided this needed a bit more acidity, so we're adding about 1 tablespoon of lemon juice into the sauce. This brightens it up and gave it a whole new profile. Do be careful when adding lemon juice into a cream or milk. That will cause congealing, so you want to get that stirred in very quickly. bit more pepper, and rather soon we're going to pull our chicken thighs that are finishing off in the oven, and we're going to place that into the sauce. Now that our chicken thighs are back into the sauce, we're going to add some dried Parmesan cheese on top. Just a sprinkle. And we're going to check the temperature of our chicken thighs. This read about 190, which is well above the cooked level. Our pasta and sauce is finished. Now it's time for plating. Stand by. Plate your dish with fettuccine pasta, a healthy helping of the sauce, and place the chicken thigh on top. Top with a bit of parsley and Parmesan cheese. Ta-ta.